Hey guys, welcome to our review of Lupinranger vs. Patranger number 35. As always, I'm your host, Frozen Stratos. Here with me today we have...
And Makotoa.
Boys, welcome back. We just got done watching this episode, and... I don't get why I saw it.
Yeah, why are we still watching this show?
We got some pleasant Kogure stuff, but I don't know that I needed it. It was fine. Like, there's nothing really, and like even the Lupin Magnum stuff, that was stellar. It was dope. Like, I didn't know why things were happening the way they were, but
yeah, it's like all the budget was put into this episode as if it like was a plot relevant episode. Like as if something was going to change, or there was some...
I mean, there's a softening of Kogure and sort of like bringing him more into the team, as in like, because like he's just been an informant and giving them like that end scene was one of my favorite parts of this episode, just because they got to like sort of show appreciation for him, and he got to like everything they did was like for each other this episode, and it was really nice to see. And it showed
really
they
made him
cared.
feel like he was part of the team.
Yeah,
except, like,
we didn't learn anything.
Yeah. And they did a thing where they hint that there's something there.
They didn't even hint that there's something there. It didn't, like, even that little hint that you would think something is there, something might not even be there. That's the thing.
I think like definitely something there.
I don't even want to like...
At this point, I've been baited so many times that I'm just gonna let it happen. It's just, what did I see in this episode that, like, was there enough this episode to say that I took value out of watching it? And honestly, what I can really take away from this episode, because like this episode really hit some good highs with a little bit of the Kogure lean at the end, like those moments he had with the team, and then also just looking at the Lupin Magnum just doing whatever it was doing. We also got that it was something new and different that they hadn't done before. Monster came out of the ground and the Patrangers were like navigating through it, and then they like bumped in, and it was the Lupinranger thing, Lupin Kaiser. So that was a neat transition, like a neat touch in terms of like, oh hey, we know we have to get from point A to point B, but we can get there in a very new and different way and see it through the lens of like a civilian. You know,
just imagine next week's episode with the Patrangers do that shit. They have cars. That's just gonna be like flying in through the streets and just like, holy shit, we almost died. I just want to see like all the cars just flattened on the street. But
speaking of flattened on the street, how about that kid that didn't move when there was a car that just turned the corner, and he definitely could have walked in any direction and would have been fine?
Also, like, the truck had so much fucking time.
Yeah, like, what do you do? So many things happened in between. Kogure ran over. He twisted his ankle. He fell over. He went to grab the kid anyway, and then the Lupinrangers launched the things and swung right in.
Okay, why would he grab the kid when he's already on the ground?
I know! You're gonna take him down with you? Push him! Push the kid! Like, what was the point of that? There, like, the blocking, the framing could have been better. Like, you could have done anything else.
Yeah, like, just don't make Truck-kun actually do what Truck-kun usually does. Like, that just fucking...
I can't.
Especially for a scene that lasted that long. Like, what you were saying during the watch long, expected them to, like, subvert that expectation in a funny way.
Yeah, but they played it straight, like it was an actual thing that happened, and no one batted an eye.
Nope. Yeah, Honestly, that's one thing that was somewhat disappointed in this episode. Like I mean, I'm glad for some of like the heart that we felt for Kogure in this episode, but it wasn't the funny episode that I thought it would be. Like that was hyped up to be in like the preview, because I thought like, oh, they're gonna do something zany with this dude. Like his gag in like the previous couple of episodes were pretty good, but like when he like turns into that like delinquent and it's like riding a motorcycle, like the joke was literally him just falling in the trash, and then like Reddit being like, "Ah, oh, that's lame." Like, what?
What I took away from that scene was some of Lupin Red's acting, because that's always pretty solid. Like that's been pretty solid recently, and just his interactions this episode. Like I heard Michael groan at the end, and I kind of just forgave it because he gave us some pretty good stuff throughout this episode.
Like the only reason I forgave like that like random like outburst of trying to be funny was just Blue just looking at it and just like, fuck my life. But yeah, that's about it. Noel also cemented himself as one of my least favorite characters once again.
He cemented himself to me as there. He was definitely there this episode. I don't know what he added. He literally didn't do anything.
No, he
talked to Kogure. He talked to Kogure once.
He told us that they would have died. And that was somewhat relevant. The first 4 minutes of the episode, you're bitching about like, hey, why don't we just kill the doppelgangers? And then he's like, nah, that doesn't work.
But like Kogure could have done it because he knows everything about the Lupin collection.
Yeah.
I don't know. We could have delegated these roles like a lot better.
Yeah, I hope that they don't continuously shit on the Patranger. So I think like it's just been really bad these last couple of ones, because like in comparison to some of like the Patranger focus episodes, the Lupinrangers weren't like treated as shit. Like I know like it's kind of like a gag thing where like the cops are kind of like thrown up on like a loop or something, but these last couple like it kind of shows like them being really incompetent. Like, yeah, I know they saved some like the victims, but like even that felt kind of weird because technically it was just a villain. It should revert everything, and for some reason it didn't work for this one.
Also, like, I don't know why they keep doing this. It's only ever happened once, but I hope it's not a trend. The last time we were teased with Ichigo focus episode, and then they're like, oh hey, let's throw a wrench in this plan. He's not actually gonna be Ichigo the whole episode. Great. And then this next one, hey, it's gonna be an Ichigo focus, but wait, he's not gonna be able to do his anger thing, and also guess what, it's backdoor actually a Sakuya episode. So guys, don't worry, we got you covered. Your favorite character Sakuya is getting more development if you didn't already have enough of that.
What about Pink?
No, honestly, like I'm glad that we don't get Pink focus episodes because she can barely carry them.
No, yeah, that and like I don't want them to ruin her with bad character development. Like
so you just want her to be a pretty face.
Keep her a two-dimensional pretty face because the show will ruin her.
Well, no, like ruin what good character we've gotten out of her already.
Yeah,
like she's she's family oriented in terms
this
of like,
is hey, sad. This is a truly sad state we're in right now. You know where we were at with Q-Ranger? We were like begging
still
for
in California.
Yeah, no, but we were still begging for an episode, focus episode for certain characters, expecting a focus episode to do something that we would like with them. We can't even expect that with this show.
Well, like those characters could somewhat carry their own well, like there were so many characters first of all, so it's not like we got like too many focus episodes of a particular person, except for Lucky, but he's a Red Ranger, so it doesn't matter. Also, like they have like the personalities to do so. I think Tsukasa just works better when she's like going off of whatever like Red and Green are doing, as opposed to like doing something individually by herself, because then it just becomes like one of those like sappy episodes. where we're meant.
I don't know.
or
I've
it's
enjoyed
feel
that
good,
one
and then
focus episode
it's
she got.
actually good, and then ends up, just having like the stupidest Lupin collection that just negated the entire episode.
That pissed me off, and it upended everything because like the feelings were still there, but the meaning was just gone. Like, you know what? It was all Noelle's fault. It really elevated her character for me, but like, just don't touch him again. I'm fine with you not ruining them. I'd like you to stop doing this show. I am what you call done. You don't have to do it anymore. Give us the next one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that's a really good place to end off this episode.
Guys, thanks for watching. If you like this episode, hit that like button and subscribe if you want to hear more from us each week. And hey, this episode is coming out alongside the watch along because the overtime sub boys and also the color timer subs are hard at work at bringing us the episodes, and sometimes they're a little late. I just appreciate that they make it for us at all. So thank you to them always, and thank you for working so hard. They're not watching this, but the sentiment carries. Guys, thanks for watching. Keep it juicy.
See ya.
Later.
Holy fucking shit, man. Oh, is that over?
Well, I mean, we still gotta fill this like 20 second